Yo, yo, yo. We are recording. Right now, this is Pedro Reyes. You are tuned in right here to Upstar TV. We got Trey number three, who's going to be telling us a little bit about his art, what he does, and what he's been doing with it. So, welcome to the show, Trey. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Trey Number Three. I'm a multimedia artist, and I specialize in a flock full of content. Excuse me, I got stuttering issues. I'll give you an example. One of them I do are comics. I got my own original comic out right now. I do a lot of anime art. A little bit of graphics, like simple covers and simple logos. Nothing too nothing too major or intense. Back in the day, I used to actually make beats and rap and put my songs out there. Got a few music videos on my website. If you go check it out at www.number3productions.com. I also do a little bit of voice acting. I got my own products and merchandise, such as like comic books and custom trays available. I'm also into fashion, matching clothes, color coordination and all that. Um, I'm into multiple different kinds of like digital media projects, being out there, etc. So that's pretty much the shortest way that I could uh, uh, that I could say what I do. Excuse me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Back to you.
Yes, sir. And tell us a little bit about how you got into drawing, man. And now you're doing virtual drawing, not just on paper, but you're also using a tablet. Tell us a little bit about this kind of vision that you come up with.
Well, to answer the first question, I really got into drawing about 20 years ago when I was like 4 or 5. I don't know, like drawing just always, put me at peace, put me at calm, besides watching a lot of anime. So what really drove me to keep drawing was the fact that, I love it, I enjoy it, and I'm passionate about it. And it's just something that made me feel good and help me clear my mind off a lot of the stuff. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And what was
Now you're using a tablet.
yep, yep. And what was the second question?
Like, how did you transition? How does that transition work for you?
Well, the transition, it was a little bit difficult because the properties and principles of drawing on paper obviously is not the same thing as um, as doing it digital. But I feel like digital makes um, it makes what you want to come out a lot easier. Here, I'll give an example. So like if you mess up, you could always like erase it or whatnot. But when you do it like on actual paper, then like if you mess up one time, then you got to redo the entire thing. And I had to figure out like, okay, I do a whole bunch of projects and content. Like I said earlier, um, I had to figure out like, okay, what's a quick way that I could do this? So I compromised. I did a lot of it on digital. I actually started doing a little bit of digital art. I think in middle school, I would draw some, scan it, and overlay and color it on a computer. So yeah, I've been doing it for a while now.
Nice. And what are some projects that you've already created in this in sense of comics or what's that animation that you've already developed into a book?
To answer your question about the projects I've been working on, I've just been working on building my own business company, Number Three Productions. I've been working on more chapters of my original comic. It's called Phantom by Trey Number Three. I'm gonna actually put it up on the screen soon or on the camera soon, so y'all could get a basic understanding of of what it is. I'm also working on doing some more podcast videos because I have a podcast where I do short interviews with artists and content creators. Um, and I'm also working on, putting out a lot more merchandise in the future. I can't really say too much, but I definitely got a lot of new projects coming in.
Where can people already start to find your art, and how can they be able to get a hold of it?
So what you could do is you could follow me on Instagram at Trey Number Three, TrayNumba3. Um, And then you can also go on my website at www.number3productions.com. NUMBA, the number three, and then productions.com. It has all my content, all my projects. I have a website there so you can shop for, some of my products and whatnot.
And for an up and coming artist, there's someone that wants to go into the comic business, the animation business. What are some advices that you would give to those folks that don't really understand that their drawings could make money?
Well, the first thing that you got to do is you got to have confidence. Everything starts with confidence. If you ain't got no confidence in what you're doing, it's not gonna happen at all. And it's just that simple. Um, the second thing I'd recommend is figuring out if you're really passionate about what you're doing. Because if you just doing it for, let's say, money, then it ain't gonna work out. Because if you ain't got extra money off, you're gonna stress yourself out. So the third thing is it's all about a mind thing. You got to have the mindset of being able to reach out to strangers and tell them about your work. Because you could have a bunch of family and friends. Like I do, who don't post nothing. So I got to reach out to strangers and all that, and people I ain't never did nothing with. It, I'll give you an example. When I was on my way to work on the bus, I literally met somebody on the bus. We had a little discussion, and he grabbed my book the same day. Within literally 10 minutes of the conversation, it went to he ended up buying a copy. And I want to give a very, very special shout out to Joe Mail. He was the one that actually bought the copy. After talking to him for just a couple minutes, real supporter. I salute you.
Now, let's get into a little bit of the politics behind the animation business or animation field. Who are some people that you look up to, and is there a lot of people of color that are in the animation field themselves, anime or you know, anime art? Yeah.
Entertainment. So, wait, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Who are some of your people that you look up to, and is there a lot of people of color doing or have been doing animation or anime art?
Uh, so to answer your first question, who I look up to, honestly, I don't look up to anybody. Like, if anything, I look up to myself because I know that I'm a very creative, strong-minded, and self-dedicated person. So yeah, I don't really have someone to look up to or someone that I would look at and be like, yeah, I want to grind like him. Like, nah, because and the reason why I don't look up to nobody is because all the big people that's doing big things, I could do the same thing, and it's just that simple.
And tell me about, are there a lot of people of color that you witness be in this field of animation art?
And art, yeah,
Who are some?
yeah, I know a few people that's into like art, animation, and digital media projects. Like I was saying earlier, and honestly, it's a blessing that we got diverse people that's in that. But I feel like a lot of it just isn't known. A lot of them don't have self-esteem because they don't really fit in the crowd, and 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 I want to explain to those kind of people out there struggling that you know just do it. You know what I mean? Like if you really, really want to do it, be passionate about it and don't let. Well, I ain't gonna say don't let because um, some of you may not be trained up to let certain things get to you. You're gonna have days where certain things get to you, but you gotta have the willpower and the strength to keep that concealed. Release it, learn to cope with it. Um, excuse me. Um, uh, keep it concealed from people that you don't want to see you like that, but also figure out a way to release how you feel and what you got going on, so that way that you can move forward with what you want to do, if that makes sense.
I've been noticing a lot of the like television is trying to include more. You know how before like the movies wouldn't really have too much animation in them. Like example, Roger Rabbit had animation in it. But now a lot of the new flicks that are coming out too are actually using a lot of animation too, which is actual real. I think it's 2D, right? And then there's a lot of art that goes into that animation process too, right? It's not just like you take a picture and then you color it in. It's like you have to kind of make it look so realistic as well. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like, are you looking into that field at all? Into any type of like movie industry field, or is it mostly like, are you looking into making comic books?
Well, personally, I'm more into making comics, but I'm definitely I'm interested in getting a part of the film industry and in the cinematic 3D animation industry sometime in the future. You know, I actually want my comic animated. You know, I want that animated to where I could just sit down the big screen and watch. Yeah.
And you know, one cartoon that sticks out to me is Boondocks. You know what I'm saying? Like Boondocks kind of set a standard in a way for folks to be able to bring them up, right? And using Boondocks as a metaphor, what does your stories tell?
My stories and my comics basically tell what's going on in the real world, but also some stuff you would see in like anime, but or like shonen type of action adventure fighting type of manga and anime. Spoiler alert: I actually made COVID a villain in my comic strip. So if you ever decide to check it out, come check it out. And yeah.
And you know, just again, if you wanted to like tell someone out there, like, you know, look out for this when you're selling or doing a book, like, because you made a book already, you made a comic book, right? What was it? What do you have to be careful? Like, you know, there's copyrights in music, right? What do you have to be careful with when you're doing a book? Like, what are some things that you would say, like, I messed up on this because I didn't think about, you know, doing this way, or the chapters, for example. Like, what are you thinking of when you're making a full book, a comic book?
Well, that's a pretty complicated question, but I'm gonna see if I can break it down and give an explanation that makes sense. So, uh, the thing about making a comic strip is that the first thing you got to do is you got to have an outline, you have a story, and you got to be satisfied with the story. Because if you're not satisfied with the story, it's not gonna come out the way you want it. You're gonna have mixed feelings about it, reread it, and then you might even lose the confidence to even put it out. So yeah, um, the first thing is being able to have the actual story, make the characters and everything. The second thing that you got to do is to actually, you know, draw it out, ink it out, and put it out there. And then the third, at least in my own opinion, some people might think otherwise. The third thing that you got to do is to make sure that your name, the author name, and the title of the comic or the book or whatever is trademarked and copyrighted, so that way, if you run into any type of like issues, you know, at least the book name and your name is copyrighted or trademarked. Does that make sense?
Good advice. Definitely, you know, never would have thought about that. And copywriting your name, I mean, that's a whole nother level. Yeah. Tray number three. Any last thoughts or comments you want to let the audience know? Again, if you want to show your cartoon, your comics, what you got so far, what you got going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of my work right now.
Yeah, yeah. And so again, check out Trade Number Three, making comics out here in the city, and you can find his work at traynumber3.com. Is that right? Number Three Productions. That's right. So again, check out Number Three Productions, and he's gonna show you guys a little bit of his art right here. So there, again, there you go. Maybe pull it back a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Try turning it sideways, maybe. You got to focus it. Scoot it back a little bit. There we go.
It still needs to be a little bit focused.
There we go. So that's a drawing right there. That's a drawing right there. Word. Yeah, yeah. And you can check him out on Train Number 3 Productions. Sorry about the focus. Hocus pocus focus. Yeah. There it is. So, so you could check out Trey. Woo. Okay. Any animations? Any other comic animators that you would give some recognition to that you follow?
Author of Dragon Ball, Toriyama, the author of My Hero Academia, Horikoshi, and the author of Demon Slayer. I forgot.
Word. There you go. So
See everybody succeed and whatnot. So yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. One more thing.
yeah. And then one more thing right here. Check it. Check it. So again, this is the lighting. The sunny day is on its way. And then, man, Trey got a lot of surprises today. Yeah. You can scan it. Yeah. What? I got to get one of those, man. All right, Trey. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you being here with us, and definitely keep up the good work. Keep the art up, and you know, oh, you're always welcome to share with us right here. Yeah, yeah. Word, word. Again, my name's Pedro. This is Upstar Records. We're chilling right here at Sunset Youth Services. Don't forget to check out our website, www.sunsetyouthservices.org. You can check out our Upstart Records channel on YouTube and on Twitch TV. Hey, and we out. Peace.